Computer. Record personal log. It seems as though I've come across a terrible secret. And I don't have anyone else to talk to, so I guess I'll talk to you. What if you came across a conspiracy to start a war under false pretenses? Would you expose the men responsible? And in effect, would you be prepared to take responsibility for the deaths of millions of innocent lives? I have considered this moral dilemma, and I cannot reach a conclusion that satisfies my intuitions. How does one weigh their moral virtues against the fate of an entire galaxy? We are at war for our very freedom, and that freedom comes with a terrible price, and there are certain men willing to pay, willing to sacrifice what they stand for, so that we may sleep comfortably. Who are we? Who am I to judge them? So I ask you, what motivates an otherwise good, principled man to turn his back on his ideals? And how long does it weigh on his soul before it breaks?
I need to talk about this. I have to justify what's happened, what I've done, at least to myself. I can't talk to anyone else, not even to Dax. Maybe if I just lay it all out, it'll finally make sense. I can see where it all went wrong, where I went wrong. I suppose it started 2 weeks ago while I was posting the weekly casualty list in the wardroom. Every Friday morning for the past 3 months, I've posted the official list of Starfleet personnel killed, wounded, or missing in the war.
I suppose in war, moral obligations become inconvenient. They are more liability than luxury, and the dead do not concern themselves with such things. Those quandaries are best left for the living. They carry the terrible burden, and they shall decide the finer points of morality.
That was the moment I made the decision. It was like I had stepped through a door and locked it behind me. I was going to bring the Romulans into the war.
I do not judge men by the dictates of their conscience. I judge men by their actions and by their consequences. But am I any different? Is my inaction equal to the lie itself? By remaining silent, aren't I complicit in the conspiracy? And when the facade comes tumbling down, will I be spared of any responsibility? It seems as though there are no easy answers here. I was under the impression that morality was black and white, but I now know that out there, in deep space, it's more of a shade of gray.
Now, are you in or out?
I'm in.
My father used to say that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I laid the first stone right there. I'd committed myself. I'd pay any price, go to any lengths, because my cause was righteous. My intentions were good.
I'm sure they were. I'm sure you sleep well knowing, convinced that you were effecting the greater good. There's only one problem. You swore an oath. Thousands of men and women have died honoring it. Who are you? Who are you to dismiss that sacrifice?
People are dying out there every day. Entire worlds are struggling for their freedom. And here I am, still worrying about the finer points of morality. No, I had to keep my eye on the ball, winning the war, stopping the bloodshed. Those were the priorities. So I pushed on, and every time another doubt appeared before me, I just found another way to shove it aside.
And every lie gets easier and easier, doesn't it? The appropriate amount dead, and an appeal to freedom is all it takes to justify your actions. You step through that doorway knowing you never have to mind that uniform again. There is no redemption on the other side, not even for the gods themselves, because of what you've done and what you must do to ensure that the lie is never exposed. No. No redemption. And no compromise. The truth must be told. And those responsible must be held accountable, including myself. And so here we are. I know what I must do. And you? You're in too deep, I suppose. You've sacrificed too much. The lie must be protected at all costs. Ain't that right, Captain?
What are you waiting for, people? Carry out your orders. Garrick was right about one thing. A guilty conscience is a small price to pay for the safety of the Alpha Quadrant. So I will learn to live with it. Because I can live with it. I can live with it. Computer, erase that entire personal log.